So I thought it would be fun to, after the end of each month, make a video that rather quickly covers some of the new releases I just watched. These videos will only cover movies that released in the previous month, so I'm going to be avoiding all the movies I watched in January that came out anytime before then. I plan to keep this series going throughout the year, even if some months have more movies than others, so let's just see how all of this plays out. So with that said, I watched a total of 3 movies this month that I would like to discuss. The first being a stop-motion animated Netflix film titled The House. Is it just me, or do like half the movies on Netflix have the word house in the title? Anyway, this was an anthology with 3 different stories and 3 different directors. Like almost all anthologies, it's very unorganized. Some stories are better than others. Still, I found all of the stories to be rather good. You can't really categorize this film as just one genre. The first 2 stories are horror, one being more serious and the other being more of a horror comedy. And then the last part is more of an art housey drama. The first part was genuinely my favorite short. I just love seeing stop motion used for genuine horror. It's something that's not done enough, and the medium just perfectly complements the genre. Like I said, the movie is unorganized and kinda messy, but I had a blast watching it. Maybe my favorite thing that I've seen this month. I definitely give this one a thumbs up. Check it out if animation or horror interests you. The next movie I saw was another animated film, this one on Amazon. Yes, I am talking about Hotel Transylvania 4, Transformania. Usually I'm a lot easier on films that I'm not really the primary target audience of, which is exactly the case with the Hotel Transylvania movies. These movies are for 2 types of people, kids and animation fans, mostly due to Genndy Tartakovsky's involvement. This is actually the first entry to not be directed by him, and it's also noticeably lacking in Adam Sandler. They couldn't even get Kevin James for this? Like, what the hell, guys? No Kevin James? The directors of this film are Jennifer Kluska and Derek Dryman, who both did a great job at replicating the fun energy of the other films. None of the Hotel Transylvania movies are amazing, but I find them all to be consistently watchable, fun little movies. This was the same deal, just a fun little adventure in the world of Hotel Transylvania. I hear it's supposed to be the last one, but who really knows? If it is the last, then it's kind of a weird way to end it, as nothing about it feels very finale-esque. But I'm gonna give this thing a thumbs up. If you go in expecting a children's film with the same energy as the previous 3, then you should have a fun time with this. And finally, I watched the new Scream movie, which I'm gonna refer to as Scream 5 because it just feels right to me. If there's 2 slasher franchises that manage to stay pretty consistently great, it's Child's Play and Scream. It's been a good decade since the last film, and with the passing of Wes Craven, I was hesitant to the idea of a 5th one being made at all. But in the end, we got yet another fun whodunit horror comedy that has a lot to say about the current state of film that I am almost certain Wes Craven would have been happy with. The film pretty well captures the meta spirit of the original movies. Not everything worked for me. Some of the stuff added to the film felt kind of out of place for a Scream movie. It also didn't look quite as nice as the previous 4, maybe because it was shot on digital. But I guess considering it isn't directed by Wes, I should be more accepting of these changes. The movie is funny enough more of a commentary on movies like Force Awakens than it is Halloween 2018, which was surprising, but a welcome surprise. It was kind of like when Scream 3 was all about trilogies. It didn't work for me completely, but it was still a fun way to switch it up. The cast all did a great job, and I found the movie to be overall a fun time. I give this one a thumbs up as well. My only hope is that they give it some time before Scream 6, but seeing as this movie is doing well, we're bound to get one pretty soon anyway. So that's it for all of the new movies I watched in January. As you can see, it was a surprisingly good year for a January, but I can't help but feel that that's probably due to the effects of the pandemic. So thank you for watching, and I hope to be back with a few more movies to talk about next month, although February is looking pretty sparse. I guess I'll just do my best. Bye.